Hello everyone and welcome to our next session on React.js State Management API. Introduction to React State Management API. Welcome to Module 16 of our React.js series. Today, we will explore the React State Management API, focusing on advanced techniques for managing state in complex applications. This module will cover both built-in solutions and third-party libraries that enhance state management capabilities in React. What is the State Management API? The State Management API in React encompasses various tools and libraries designed to manage application state efficiently. This includes built-in hooks like useState and useReducer, as well as external libraries like Redux and MobX. These tools help developers manage state in a predictable and scalable manner. Built-in state management hooks. React provides several built-in hooks for state management. useState manages simple state values. useReducer handles complex state logic and state transitions. useContext shares state across components without prop drilling. Now, we will explore practical examples of managing state using hooks and the Context API to create dynamic and interactive React applications. The useState hook. The useState hook allows us to add state to functional components. It returns an array with the current state value and a function to update it. Let's see a practical example to understand how useState works. First, we'll start by importing the useState hook from React. Then, we'll define a counter component where we use the useState hook to create a state variable called count and a function setCount to update it. Within the component, we will define two functions, increment and decrement, which update the count state by incrementing and decrementing it respectively. These functions will be attached to buttons in the component's return statement. The counter component will display the current count value and provide two buttons to adjust this value. Finally, we'll export the counter component. The useReducer hook. The useReducer hook is ideal for managing more complex state logic. It takes a reducer function and an initial state, returning the current state and a dispatch function. This hook is particularly useful for applications with more sophisticated state transitions. To begin, we'll import the useReducer hook from React. Next, we'll define an initial state object, initial state, with a count property set to 0. We then create a reducer function that handles two actions, increment and decrement. This function updates the state based on the action type. The counter component uses the useReducer hook to manage its state, taking the reducer function and initial state as arguments, and returns the current state and a dispatch function. In the component's return statement, we display the current count and provide buttons to dispatch increment and decrement actions. Finally, we export the counter component. The Context API. The Context API enables global state management by creating a context that components can subscribe to. This approach avoids the need for prop drilling and makes it easier to manage state across a component tree. Let's look at a practical example of using the Context API. To begin with the Context API, we'll import createContext, useState, and useContext from React. We then create a context called userContext. Next, we define a user provider component that uses the useState hook to manage a user state object and provides this state to its children via the user context.provider. We then create a user profile component that consumes the user context using the useContext hook to access the user data and display it. Finally, we define an app component that uses the user provider to wrap the user profile component, ensuring that the user data is available to it. The app component is then exported. Third-party state management libraries. While React's built-in tools are powerful, third-party libraries like Redux and MobX offer additional capabilities for managing state in larger applications. These libraries provide advanced features such as middleware, dev tools, and more structured state management patterns. Introduction to Redux. Redux is a popular state management library for JavaScript applications. It provides a predictable state container, helping manage state in a consistent manner across large applications. Redux follows three core principles: a single source of truth, state is read-only, and changes are made with pure functions. Introduction to MobX. MobX is another popular state management library that focuses on making state management simple and scalable by using observables. Unlike Redux, which enforces strict rules for state updates, MobX leverages reactive programming principles to automatically update the state when underlying data changes. To summarize, in this module, we covered the essentials of the React State Management API, including built-in hooks like useState, useReducer, and the Context API. We also touched on third-party libraries like Redux and MobX, which offer more advanced state management solutions. Understanding these tools and techniques is crucial for managing state in complex React applications. That's all for this session. Thank you.